Hello everyone and happy Easter. I put a post on my page, Miss Paintalot, a little while ago, earlier today, showing these garden trugs that I'd decorated. They were nothing flash to begin with. They were from Poundland, cost £1. And I just saw them, I thought, I'm sure I can do something with those. So I have decoupaged them, really pretty, and painted the insides to complement. The tissue paper, apart from this one was a napkin, but the tissue paper that the other three have on are from a company called Zazzle, zazzle.co.uk. And be prepared, if you go on that page and you love decoupage, to spend more than you intended. The papers are fantastic. This is how it arrives, and it's like Christmas. And I'll show you some of the ones that I ordered last time. They come in different sizes. You can choose the size that you want. The only thing is that you can't order one sheet of anything. You have to order two, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, you know, if you like it, you can use 2 sheets of it. This is the smaller size that they do. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so lovely. And then they do 2 larger sizes. This is the medium one. Look at that. Wouldn't that look gorgeous down the drawers of a chest of drawers? It's just beautiful. So that's the 2 of those. Then this is the one that I used for this one. Used the other sheet of that. And then isn't that just so pretty? It's really gorgeous. And then, oh, that one, you can see that that's like it's cat postal. Gorgeous shabby roses and beautiful shabby chic patterns here. And that's the back of that one. And this is what I used for this one. See? And then the spring flowers one. I know it's completely different. It's not shabby chic, but it's so pretty. It's at this time of year when you start to see the daffodils and the crocuses, and just lightens your mood. So there we are. So that was my last lot of things from Zazzle. If you go onto Zazzle and register, frequently they will send you an email with a percentage off voucher. I bought these when it was 40% off site-wide, so it's worth waiting for, unless of course you just can't wait. Sometimes they're quite slow in getting to, because I think they print some of them in Italy, which I wasn't aware of the first time I ordered, and I waited ages for them to come. This last lot didn't seem to take that long, but just be aware they can take a little while, and that they do good site-wide offers. So it's worth waiting for those. So pop those back in there for another project or projects. And so you've seen that one. That's the one with the duck egg, which is lovely. And then this is the other one that I showed you on the earlier post. It's lovely, isn't it? It's so shabby chic. I've done the inside with chalk paint, and it's perfect for what I wanted. It's definitely pink. You know, it's not just a hue. It is a definite pink colour, and just so shabby. It's just lovely, and it goes beautifully with the roses on there. But I've done that side, and that side, and I still have this one to do. So I'm going to show you how I do larger pieces of decoupage, like these, for example. It's not it's not impossible, but it's not easy to get these flat if you're just applying it and then spreading your decoupage gel out. You'll get wrinkles and whatnot. So this is a better way for larger areas. So that's the bit that we're going to do, and I think I've got enough left. I think this piece will be big enough. It hasn't got any flowers on, but it is that tissue paper, so I'm sure we're going to be all right. Yeah, there we go, it fits nicely on there. So what I intend to do is just roughly cut out the shape. Don't cut it tight into the shape. Allow yourself, you know, a good 1/4 of an inch on each side. So 1/4 inch there, and there, and then let's just have a look at the top. There's not too much needs to come off that. So that's my spare bits of tissue. I mean, tiny little bits like this I don't keep, but anything larger than that I definitely do keep, because you never know. At some stage you might actually get a tear or something in there. You need a little bit to patch it up, so keep your scraps. So now the magic begins. You need a poly pocket, you know, one of those polythene envelope things that you put documents inside of, but cut it in half. Make sure you've only got one side of it, as it were, and put your napkin face side down, or your tissue paper face side down. Make sure it's within the confines of the poly pocket. So you just apply the water fairly centrally and brush it out, and you'll see the paper stretching, which is what you want. You want it to stretch on here, not on your project. You can see little wrinkles occurring, but just gently tease them out. There we go. So that's that side. Pretty nice. Pour a bit more. Oh, someone's going for a bath. There we are. You can see the wrinkles coming out. Just be gentle. Remember, it's tissue paper. It has no inherent strength at all, but you can just gently pull it if you're brave enough. But I think that's looking pretty good. So just lift it up, drain it off a little bit, and have a look at it. It looks good. It looks fine. So take your project, place it where you want it to go, and at this stage you can, I'm a bit short here on this corner, you can actually lift it up and reposition it, which is something you definitely can't do when you're doing decoupage with glue straight onto it. I want to get that writing straight there. It doesn't want to go. That's it. So I've got the bottom covered, I've got my corners covered, I'm just covered at the top, but that's fine, I don't need that. So just smooth it out. Like that. Really press it down. It has a tendency to want to come off with the paper. You really want it to stay where it is. And let's see if we can take this. So you have to peel the first part away like that, and then peel your poly pocket away gently. Just do everything gently. And there we are. If you've got small wrinkles, just brush them lightly. And the next thing that we're going to do is, as you know, I use Fusion Decoupage Gel. It's the best I've found, but that's from a very limited pool because I haven't used very many other ones. So this is Fusion Decoupage Gel, and it's 1-to-1 with water. If you put the gel straight onto there, it'll drag too much, it'll tear your paper. So dilute it 1-to-1, it's a very runny consistency, and smooth that all over it. Pay special care to the corners and the sides and go all the way around it. Be quite generous with it. It is diluted, as I say, and you do want it to stick. As you can see, this has got a handle cut out of here. Pay no attention to that at the moment. When it dries, we'll cut that out with a scalpel or a craft knife, and it'll be very, very tidy. So that's it. And that's lovely. We'll leave that and we'll come back to it when it's dried, and I'll show you how to tidy the sides up. Try and keep them off the sides if you possibly can. Just makes life easier. You know, make sure that they're not stuck down. Although sometimes they just insist on sticking. So that's that. We'll come back when it's dry and see how it's dried. Okay, so here we are with the little trug. This is the side that you watched me decoupage, well, about half an hour ago. I have had it on the mantelpiece, so it's quite warm. And now we're just going to take the excess off, which is a simple matter. I take a sanding sponge, quite a rough one. It does a good quick job on it, and then brush away from the decoupage. So like that, it just comes away, leaving a clean line behind. Keep going all the way around. And at this stage you'll see there may well be bits that haven't stuck as well as you would like. Now this bit, the corner hasn't stuck properly, so make sure it's where you want it before you sand it off. And we'll just touch that in with a bit of decoupage gel. So that's the edges done, nice and neat. And using the decoupage gel full strength, not the diluted one. You can do this with a brush, but I'll just do it with my finger. Just take a little bit, and that corner there that wasn't stuck down, just stick it firmly where you want it. Let's put some on the other corner, although I think it was fine. And that's it. The handle, we want it to look like the other side. At this stage I'm going to hand you over to, well, I'm going to hand the box over to a responsible adult, or so he tells me, to cut the handle out. So we'll come back to that once it's done. And as if by magic, I can't remember which end it was, this end, it's cut out, and you can see there's your handle. So that's it, chaps. That's the trug. I'm going to give it a coat with the 1-coat sealer, just for my peace of mind. I mean, the decoupage definitely needs sealing, whatever you use with it, even if you just use varnish. But I have this. I haven't used it yet, so I'll use it and report back to you how I find it. So thanks for watching. Be back soon. Bye.